Good morning. Welcome to the University of Rhode Island and the Ryan Center. As Vice Provost for Academic and Faculty Initiatives, I declare the 2026 commencement ceremony of the University of Rhode Island College of Arts and Sciences officially open. Please rise if you are able and join in singing our national anthem performed by Louise Joyce, a member of the class of 2026.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. The University of Rhode Island Land Acknowledgement Statement was developed in collaboration with the Narragansett Tribe. Please welcome Junie Arlensu Jackson, who will present the university's land acknowledgement.
The University of Rhode Island occupies the traditional stomping grounds of the Narragansett Nation and the Niantic people. We honor and respect the enduring and continuing relationship between the Indigenous people and this land by teaching and learning more about their history and present-day communities, and by becoming stewards of the land we too inhabit.
Thank you, Junie. I'd like to take this opportunity to briefly introduce the platform party and ask that they rise and remain standing. Please hold your applause until all introductions have been completed. Today's Grand Marshal is Associate Professor Noah Daniels, a member of the Faculty Senate Executive Committee. With us today from the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees are Chair Margot Cook, Chris Bovey, Ryan Estes, Joseph Matthews, and Courtney Nicolato. Also with us today, both on the stage and seated with the graduates, are members of the university's executive team, deans, and distinguished members of our faculty who I ask to stand and be recognized. Everyone may be seated. Presiding over today's ceremony, the 12th President of the University of Rhode Island, Dr. Mark Parlange.
Good morning, everyone. Graduating students, family members, friends, distinguished trustees, members of the faculty, and of the entire URI community, the warmest welcome. And to the class of 2026, congratulations. I share also greetings and congratulations from our Provost Barb Wolf, who unfortunately cannot be here today, but I know she's watching the live stream with great excitement for each of you and for all you have accomplished. Now, one of the things I like to do at the beginning is if I could ask all the graduates to stand if you are able, to find your loved ones, your friends in the stands, turn to them, and let's thank them in person. Thank you. Please be seated. This momentous day would not be complete without recognizing those who proudly serve in uniform. Will all members of the military and veterans please stand if you're able and be recognized? Please be seated. As I look out today, I see friends, families, classmates, colleagues, teammates, roommates, mentors, and loved ones, each playing a part in your journey to this moment. I see degrees earned through persistence and hard work, and I see pride. I am so proud of you, and this arena is filled with people who are proud of you too. A commencement ceremony asks us to think about the future. That is, after all, the direction you now head toward professions, communities, and increased responsibilities. But before we look ahead, I want to reflect briefly on these past 4 years and the idea of hope. Because university years can be strange things. While you're living them, they can feel quite ordinary. Lectures, practices, meetings, papers, performances, late nights, regular Tuesdays in the Ram's Den. Only afterward you begin to understand that taken together, those moments were shaping who you are and who you will become. And over these 4 years, there were many moments at URI that stayed with me. Earlier this spring, I spent an afternoon with a plant sciences class in the North Woods. Students moved through the landscape, identifying species after species, more than 200 plants named from memory, with astonishing precision. I attempted the exercise myself with considerably less success. But it wasn't my abysmal performance I remembered most. It was the image of students paying close attention to the world around them at a moment when distraction has become a constant. This gave me hope. There was the blizzard of 26. Roads closed. Cars disappeared beneath snowbanks. The entire state seemed to stop moving. But across our campus, students immediately began helping one another, digging out cars, carrying groceries, checking on friends. The blizzard became one of the clearest examples of what a community can be. People understanding almost instinctively that they are responsible for one another. That gave me hope too. There were other moments. I watched a trainer save a man's life at a baseball game. Later, the man's grandson took the mound and pitched brilliantly. I cheered with you as our women's basketball team reached the NCAA tournament for the first time in more than 3 decades. I watched you defend dissertations, present research, perform on stages, test underwater vehicles, wear biosensors, take professional oaths, celebrate traditions from around the world, and step into lives defined by purpose and service as nurses, teachers, pharmacists, engineers, scientists, and artists. And alongside those joyful moments came difficult ones too, because no one is immune from grief, disappointment, or loss. But over and over again, what I saw in this class was not disengagement or cynicism. I saw curiosity, resilience, compassion, humor, yes, including the student, and I think you're out there, who asked me whether he would receive free tuition if he defeated me in tug-of-war on the quad. He did not. Ultimately, that's what gives me hope. I understand why many young people today struggle with hope. The world can feel uncertain. It is easy to believe that institutions like ours no longer serve a purpose, that technology will replace human connection, or that kindness, truth, and integrity are somehow outdated ideas. But hold on to those moments that matter, even the ordinary ones, because hope is not blind optimism. It is built through friendships you made, through navigating challenges, through responsibility, curiosity, and service to something greater than yourself. And it will carry you through times where there is nothing to believe in but hope. After these past 4 years, I can think of no reason to remain hopeful than all of you, the class of 2026. Congratulations. And now it's my pleasure to welcome University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees Chair Margot Cook. A proud graduate of URI, Margot has over 35 years of leadership and investment experience in the asset management industry. Her most recent role was as the president of Nuveen. Today, Margot remains actively involved in the asset management industry through her positions on several boards. A strong advocate for the value of education, Margot finds immense joy in serving as the chair of the board of URI. Please welcome Margot Cook.
President Parlange, distinguished faculty, fellow board members, proud families, and most importantly, the University of Rhode Island class of 2026. I want to start by saying something from my heart. I am proud to be in this room with every single one of you. I graduated from URI, and 40 years later, I still say that with pride, and you will too. You're stepping into a world that's noisy. AI is taking jobs, the hiring market is rough, the world feels uncertain. We've all read the headlines. I spent my career as an investor, and I can tell you that something that I know to be true. In the moments when the world feels most uncertain, when things look the most chaotic, that is precisely where opportunity lives. You are not a statistic. You are a URI graduate, and that means something. You are a person with a degree, a story, and the ability to find opportunity hiding inside that noise. So there's 6 things I want to tell you today. I know you're supposed to speak in 3s, but we're URI grads, so we're going to do 6. 1, build a technical skill, something that is uniquely yours. In my first investment role, I realized I was good at investing in a less understood part of the market. I spent hours deepening my knowledge, and I became that person that people came to on that topic. Find one thing that you can get genuinely good at that matters to people, something that makes people say, oh, you want to talk to her about that. There is no algorithm that can take that away. 2, don't chase the paycheck, chase the learning. Don't measure your early career by your salary. I'll never forget the HR person who told me that my very first job would pay me $23,000, barely enough to cover rent in New York City, and it wasn't even really what I wanted to do. But I could see that there were people who would teach me. Those people exist, but you have to look for them, and you have to show up ready to learn. The early years of your career aren't for accumulating status or for taking the job that sounds impressive at dinner. They're for accumulating expertise and knowledge. 3, this might be a little controversial, but use AI to get better, not to get lazy. Every job at its core is a set of tasks. And when you break your job into those tasks, ask, where can AI make me sharper, faster, more precise? Not to replace your thinking, but to amplify it. The people who will thrive in this economy are not the ones who fear AI or mindlessly rely on it. They are the ones who are going to use it strategically to deepen that technical skill that you're building. Embrace it. You have an advantage that no generation before you has had. 4, find something outside of work that you love. I am a cyclist. I've had the pleasure of riding my bike all over the world, and the community that I've found through cycling has introduced me to people that I never would have met at work, across backgrounds and stages of life, all connected by this shared passion. And that passion, whether it's sports or travel or music or cooking, it makes you a more interesting person, and it opens doors to relationships that work simply can't. And I want to say something directly about friendships. Invest in your friendships. Protect them. Loneliness is more common than anyone admits, and the antidote is not another app. It's showing up for the people who matter to you. 5, volunteer. Give something back. Early on in my career, I started volunteering with a nonprofit called the All-Stars Project. I met people from entirely different walks of life, and it humbled me in no way the job ever has. More importantly, if each of us is committed to making our community stronger, we would live in happier, healthier places. You have skills and you have energy. Find somewhere to give them. Now, 6 and last, your parents are going to love this one. Save your money and start this week. I know that some of you are walking out of here with real debt, and that is a weight, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise, which is exactly why this matters. When I got my first job, I set up a savings plan for $25 a week. That's it, $25. When I left that company 20 years later, I was stunned by what I had built up. Financial stability is not about being wealthy. It's about being free, free to take a risk and free to say no when something doesn't feel right. So start small, start now. You can survive without that one coffee run a week, I can promise you that. So skill, curiosity, generosity, and discipline. It's a toolkit that I hope you'll find helpful. The world outside is noisy, but I've spent a career finding opportunity inside that noise. As an investor, but also as a woman in rooms that weren't always built for me. I learned that sometimes you have to work harder to be seen, but that is not a reason to shrink. It is a reason to be excellent. So my fellow University of Rhode Island graduates, your path is there, and you will find it. Congratulations, class of 2026. Go Rhody. And now it is my distinct privilege to introduce our next speaker, the Interim Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Brenton DeBoeuf.
I like the excuse to be excellent. That was fantastic. Thank you, Chair Cook. I just told her I love the excuse to be excellent. That was fantastic. Okay, good morning, graduates, families, friends, and my colleagues. It's really good to see you, and can I just say to the class 2026, you look really good. All right. Especially, I'm just going to call them out, Israel. I don't know where Israel's mom is in the stands, but Israel is wearing the tie that you made him wear, and it looks really good. All right, back on schedule here. For my money, the most inspiring speech ever given is probably not the one you're hearing right now. It was in September of 1962. President Kennedy stood in a stadium in Houston and challenged our whole nation. The key words of that speech were this: we choose to go to the moon. And then he said, not because it's easy, but because it's hard. 7 years later, we walked on the moon. You are here today because you chose to do something hard. Hopefully it didn't take 7 years, too. But together, today, we're here to celebrate the hard things that you did in the College of Arts and Sciences. And we couldn't be more proud of you. Look at you. You range in age from 18 to 62, which means some of you, that's right, some of you started this journey straight out of high school, and some of you started it after your career, after children, after lives were already lived. Nearly half of you came from beyond Rhode Island's borders. You came from across the country. You came from Ireland, Italy, Japan, Saudi Arabia, and the corners of this earth. And you chose URI, and URI is better for it. Now, this idea of hard can sound kind of abstract from a podium like this. And so I want to be more specific. Hard is spending your summer in the AI lab, wrestling with problems that didn't even exist a few years ago. Hard is interning at the Rhode Island Department of Corrections or at a senator's office in DC, learning what public service actually means. Hard is stepping on the stage as Elizabeth Bennet, or in Guys and Dolls, or in A Midsummer Night's Dream, and trusting your scene partners and that the audience is there to meet you. That's right, theater kids. Hard is writing for the good 5-cent cigar and meeting your deadlines. Hard is producing and crewing a live broadcast for ESPN when something always goes wrong at the last minute. Hard is sitting in the Rhode Island Survey Initiative, defending a fellowship proposal, hanging your work in a juried exhibition. They were amazing this year, by the way. Finish the last panel of a graphic novel, or rehearsing a concert piece until your hands remember it. Hard is getting on a plane and studying in a semester in Italy, Germany, France, Spain, China, England, Wales, Australia, Portugal, or Ireland, and it's even harder to come back from that experience unchanged. And hard is also the quiet work that does not make the highlight reel. Mentoring an underclassman who's struggling. Serving as an academic resident mentor at 2 a.m. when someone needs you. Showing up for a teaching assistantship week after week because someone once showed up for you. You did these things, all of them, not because they were easy, but because they were hard and it was worth doing. I want to take one step away from the speech here to recognize a few students who've done exceptionally hard things. Can everyone in the class of 2026 who is majoring in 2 or more topics or subjects please rise? This is something that is unique to URI, and especially in arts and sciences, it is you got to stay standing. It is very easy to double major. We built our curriculum to do this, and so that helps our students make these kinds of connections. Okay, if you've majored in 2 majors, please sit down. If you are 3 or more majors, remain standing. You know what's next. 4 or more majors remain standing. Thank you. That's the thing about a degree in arts and sciences. It does not point you down a single road. It equips you to walk many paths, to think clearly, to write honestly, to question carefully, to create boldly, and to keep learning long after the diploma is in the frame. So in summary, Kennedy's line is worth repeating, not because it's easy, but because it's hard. No one promised you easy. You did not ask for easy, you chose hard. And you produced great work. To Margot's point, excellent work. The world you are walking up to will keep making you choose hard things. Choose them. Your education in the College of Arts and Sciences has prepared you well. Graduates of the class of 2026, congratulations. We are so proud of you.
Thank you, Dean DeBuff, for those remarks and for the great work you do on behalf of our students, faculty, and university. We now move to the conferral of the degrees, and I welcome Beth Myron, Dean of the Graduate School, to please come forward to join me in recognizing our graduates.
President Parlange, I present to you the candidates for the doctoral degrees. After rising, if you are able, I ask the candidates for each doctoral degree to remain standing until the degree is conferred. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please rise? President Parlange, I present the candidates for the doctoral degrees in course and ask that you confer upon them their degrees.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the university and by the authority vested in me by the trustees of the University of Rhode Island, I confer upon you the doctoral degree with all the attendant rights, privileges, and obligations, and I congratulate you on behalf of the university. Doctors, please come forward when instructed by the marshals to accept your degrees and to be hooded by Vice Provost Adams and your hooding professor.
Miuru Majisenka.
College of Arts and Sciences major hooding professor, Dr. Daniel Thomas.
Melisha Tihani Fernando.
Ion Infrared Action Spectroscopy, major hooding professor, Dr. Daniel Thomas.
Stephen Michael Connors.
The Speculative Mode of the Image, major hooding professor, Dr. Ryan Trim.
Michael Conti.
Retaining underrepresented CS students, hooding professor, Dr. Victor Fay Wolf.
Carmen R. Ferrara.
College of Arts and Sciences, Global Dynamics in Math Biology Models, major hooding professor, Dr. Mustafa Kulinovich.
Jonas Halley.
College of Arts and Sciences, Edmund Burke and his interlocutors. Hooding Professor, Dr. Jennifer Jones.
Kendra Louise Keenan.
College of Arts and Sciences, Chemistry Student Studying Approaches. Hooding Professor, Dr. Justin Pratt.
Madhukara Kekulandara.
College of Arts and Sciences, Scalable and Fair Redistricting with MCM. Hooding Professor, Dr. Edmund Lamagna.
Michael J. St. Pierre.
College of Arts and Sciences, Filtering Intermediate GWs. Hooding Professor, Dr. Robert Coyne.
Brady Young.
College of Arts and Sciences, Cubic Polynomial Curve Boundaries. Hooding Professor, Dr. Araceli Bonifant.
President Parlage, I now present to you the candidates for the master's degrees. After rising, if you are able, I ask the candidates for each master's degree to remain standing until the degree is conferred. Will the candidates for the Master of Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Science please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Library Information Studies please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Music please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Public Administration please rise? Will the candidates for the Professional Science Masters please rise? President Parlage, I present to you these candidates for the master's degrees in course and ask that you confer upon them their degrees.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the university and by the authority vested in me by the trustees of the University of Rhode Island, I confer upon you the master's degree with all the attendant rights, privileges, and obligations, and I congratulate you on behalf of the university. Graduates, please be seated and please come forward when instructed by the marshals to accept your degrees.
Digna Arias. Tilia Simone Baptista. Connor O'Brien. Caitlin Denali Tebow Poland. Aime Salazar Martinez. Heidi Nicole Cooper. Marvin A. Salazar. Chloe Combs. Nathan R. Bennett. David Fauzi Hage. Keith Anthony Brown. Ryan Loring Cox. Madeline R. Wood. Emily Redmond. Jacob Crush. Maxwell Cruz. Ryan Jensen. Carlos A. Montero. Samuel Adefiaju. Ambar Marie Nunez Gomez. Emily E. May. Ella June Glantz. Megan Lynn Wentworth. Audrey Rowan. Elizabeth A. Flasig. Catherine A. Day. Alyssa Goldstein. Faith Maloney. Sydney Catherine Craywick. Heather Janney. Bridget T. McCaffrey. Angela M. Testa. Nancy Marsland. Mary C. Albee. Mallory R. McAteer. Jordan A. DeFreitas. Trinity M. Potter. Leslie Faith Unger-Mockery. Mackenzie DuPont Crowley. Emerson Claire Ballou. Julia Francis Mello. Eugenia Santos. Danica Serginian. Caitlin E. Schmitz. Cora Jade Lawson. Kara Langelier. Alex Joseph D'Amato. Edie Monet Lamoro. Cassie Marie Mitchell. Erica Jean Danielson. Isabella Lachance. Abigail Elizabeth Palmer. Isabella Teresa Pizzo. Zachary Baker Hurwitz. Brianna Anela Knight. Reese Hay. Skylar Jane Neal. Tristan Rasmussen. Saudi Tamar Naidu. Trinity A. O'Neill. Kira Eileen Cody. Richard Michael McGee. Timothy Ryan Iorio Dodge. Rinrajona Wakap, Deborah Bima, Jessica Geraldine Coyle, Jaylene Guzman, LaMichael Simmons, Matt Holmes, Waldemar Ramos Colon, Brennan Anthony Perfume,
Kyle Nadeau.
Francisca Adobia Ofori,
Joshua Franco.
Emmanuel O. Adioti, Hillary Henshaw, Nicholas Edwards, Stephen Michael Grivers, Connor Thomas Battelle, Frank Sizawaki, Sohag Singha, Matthew Sarsam, Antonio Raymond Vinagri, Saboda S. Narwante, Jasmine N. Santiago,
Edmund Jasper Poire.
Kushas Kodka, Chinidu Joseph Wise Azima, Roland Rossetti Darrett, Ashley Velasquez, Calvin James Higgins,
We now move to the conferral of the bachelor's degrees. Dean DeBoeuf will present the candidates.
You ready? President Parlange, I present to you the candidates for the bachelor's degrees. After rising, if you are able, I ask the candidates for each bachelor's degree to remain standing until the degree is conferred. All right, let's get this diploma party started. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts please rise? And will the candidates for the Bachelor of Music please rise? President Parlange, I present to you these candidates for the bachelor's degrees in course and ask that you confer upon them their degrees.
Thank you, Dean DeBoeuf. Upon recommendation of the faculty of the university and by the authority vested in me by the trustees of the University of Rhode Island, I confer upon you the bachelor's degree with all the attendant rights, privileges, and obligations. Congratulations. Graduates, please be seated and please come forward when instructed by the marshals to accept your degrees.
Jenna Elizabeth Briggs. Emily Frances Del Signori. Akelia Hengan. Sophie Elizabeth Jackson. Riley Megan Kearns. Caitlin Rose Curry. Olivia Catherine Connolly. Peyton Daniel Judy. Dylan Curtis Smith. Andrew Reese Larrabee. Grant Ogden. Lily Kathleen Shue. Josie Allred. Danny Silva Barboza.
Sylvan Shrunk.
Jared John Irving. Kaylin Catherine McNamara. Arvime Vargas de los Santos. Sarah Madeline Galesian. Jason Scott Angel. Parker Sackett. Ethan Weiner. Okayo Omari Ango. Graham Shirley. Patrick James Smith. Ethan Joseph Sylvia. Gabriela Hope Torres. Aiden James Leach. Ryan Matthew Estes. Jason Michael Peldarian. Liam James Washburn. Ryan Paularuda. Jude Red Clarkin. Megan Elizabeth Eddiost. Benjamin Clockers. Ryan Mitchelson Brooks. Ines Diaz. Catherine Sophia Dionson. Tyler John Parks. Finian Donald Curley. Jackson John Arcand. Trevor James Sheehan. Jake Robert Mullen. Peter Carlos Scola. Ryan Patrick Rogers. Nicholas Ceferino Giardini. Sean Patrick McCauley. Kayla Lynn Owens. Charles M. Lucia. Kelly Reagan Gleistein. Nicholas David Raposa. Lily Nathanson Barden. Catherine Marie Brzezinski. Alana Jean Estevez. Samantha F. Gill. Hannah Hui. Raphael Norman Placerda. Caroline Margaret Dow. Jessica Enduragiero. Elena Elizabeth Hamilton. Madeline Grace Endres. Justin Dubois Moran. Ryan Adrian Hernandez. Andrew John Diffenbach. Christy Elizabeth Tehan. Kira Beth Guerin. Kennedy James Miller. Brandon Michael Azovsky. Jack R. Henderson. Matthew Jonathan Gervin. Connor Patrick Bausman. Brady Auslander. Adebayo School Adiemo, Brooklyn Gray, Nyasia Janae Dogans, Malin Marisol Curoa Reyes, Harriet Bermudez, Samantha Vasquez, Rachel Dawn O'Leary, Maya Grace Healy, Emma Catherine Vellucci, Sophia Rose Casper, Sophia Cronister, Bella Girton, Donald Matthew Kyle, Audrey Eloise Derrick, Ella Beatrice Dinette, Claire Louise Goodger, Cassie Magnone, Lauren Lily Hall, Cons K. Giwa, Oscar Aquino, Luke Mark Snow Gerard, Alyssa Marie McCauley, Riley Catherine McGuire, Alex Lancelotti, Margaret Grace McCaffrey, Sarah Claire Cunningham, Jolie N. Boyle, Jamie Rampone, Elias Stiles Delaire, Andrew Thomas Maston, Omar Davisi, Sean Christopher Nadeau, Samuel John Tisber, Alexander Michael Rivera, Shane Eric Feltman, David Joseph Laquali, Rafael Florio,
Cole Calabro.
Evan Thomas Keogh, William E. Friel, Jacob Telez Aleixo, Aliana Mariah Barbosa, Arabella Neem Toole, Tyden Chance Stannard,
Zachary Reed.
Gianna Maria Gesualdo,
Chloe Delgorge Guilla.
Grant Franklin Garcia, Christina Maria Lancelota, Aiden Cahill, Christopher Healy Waldeck, Lily Joy Ryder, Molly Tulin Johnson, Bailey Jennings Ryan, Carson A. Zell, Aiden A. Durant, Daniel Jonathan D. Kufa, Mary Catherine Garster, Ibtisam Al-Sharabi, Sarah Brousseau, Bailey Yvonne Krause, John Neelan Kelleher, Jenna Elizabeth Lees, Matthew Cody Whitford, Emily Lambrecht, Riley Egan Sheridan, Sol Rose Dillon, Virginia Myra Lima, Alyssa Gale Lovasser, Nicole Paula Gutierrez, Adam Philip Stern, Victor Anaya, Christian Hugo Ortiz Castillo, Angeline Mary Champaw, Chloe Louise Torek, Madison Laura Hill, Jillian Brooke Rose Winderbaum, Cameron Michael Higney, Aaron Benjamin Levick, Andrea Therai Sims, Chelsea Deirdre Gartland, Allison Patricia Campbell, Megan Grace Rinaldi, Jacob Daniel Ryan, Cameron Joseph McCauley, John Cochran Ami, Luke Anthony Stadoulis, Mithilesh Gupta Pava, Marley Grace Small, Sydney Elizabeth Olson, Catherine Page Handley, Julia Elizabeth Murphy, Abigail Page Capalbo, Sydney Sherman King, Anna Rose Downey, Emmanuel Jerome, Daniel Matthew Raynone, Stephen Edward Russo, Joshua Ferreira Benrose, Ryan Butera, Morgan Beck, Megan Andrews, Jessica Ashlyn Tingley, Edwin Hernandez Zanella, Violet Elizabeth Kelly, Lily Ford, Andrew Roger Jacques, Eliza Catherine Eon, Isabella Angelina Galliano, Kaylin Carr Washington, Hannah Grace Blanco, Alyssa Rose Valentino, Isabella L. Croce, Hannah Jean Tilson, Kiara Brem Ridge, Tegan Skywink, Isabella Rosemary Litka, Jamie Lynn Lagora, Catherine Nicole Myers, Sophia Andrea Dauphiny, Christopher Scott Tella,
Riley S. Kiernan.
Layla Mae Smith, Mia K. DuPont, Ariel Mia Cayazo, Henry Kelly, Adam S. Henderson, Christopher D. Costkirkpatrick, Samuel James Desatel, Matthew Nicholas Trudeau, Griffin Edward McKay, Sean Michael McGinty, Robert Sebastian Minori, Ryan Jacob Hornsby, Dean Perkins Blanton, Christian Matthew Merrow Quinn, Benjamin Pierre Watson, Samson Robert Friedman, Barrett Banks Grant, Maeve Janine Murphy, Jennifer Lauren Klein, Jaden Olivia Aguiar, Madeline Rose Faubert, Jenna Watson, Catherine N. Mullen, Jordan Melnick, Timothy P. Ryan, Lydia Nicolo, Ellie Sky Sinhen, Zoe Alyssa Gallo, Aniket Makija, Brendan Richard Alambi, Yasmin Gina Mano, Kayla Rose Kelly, Gabriela Michelle Luuzzi, Sophia N. Mento,
Lillian Smith.
Shelby Lynn Cohen, Drew William Sherratt, Isnava Arnamas, Zon Patrick Vallo, Wasim Mohammed Bara, Ashraf Hania Lashwell, Benjamin David Mackey, Nitish Salvi, Peter Thomas Gigliotti, John Robert Oxenfeld, Matthew Robert O'Brien, Andrew William Collins, Cole Thomas Eaton, Shay Thomas Blanchard, Jack Michael Nystrom, Samuel Cleodakas, Justin Wild St. Clair, George W. Clark, Emma Holly Schwab, Holly Rose Arbesman, Margot May Painter, Keegan Miles Quackenbush, Michael J. Martishes, Olivia M. Kinsley, Lexi Nicole Triolo, Karina La Rochelle, Ilana Marie Langton, Towan Nguyen, Nicholas Darrell Lockhart, Sydney Belnick, Kaylin Sandra Martinez, Larissa Marie Sunnison Riley, Neve Ginty, Neve Grace Hyde, Lusali Lopez, Gabriela Eleanor Brennan, Jada Lynn Silva Matos, Marem Samate, Faith A.U., Matthew William Claps, Nicholas Joseph Fiore, Cole Stephen Forrest, Josh James Allaire, Preston Joaquim Paul Cunha,
Ziad Audi. Joey Del Mastro.
John Walsh, Mateo Antonio Santarella, Robert Vanderhoof Brady, Luke David Bussius, Dominic Delana, Daniel Wellington Newey, Christian A. Romualdo, Jake Arfahi, James Reinhard Hillefeld, Patrick Vincent Gardner, Riley Robert O'Donnell, Podrick John Houghton, Jacob Thomas Goodwin, James Lou Catchpool, James Robert Giannides, Mitchell Irving Williams, Bo James Zanardi, Ashlyn Marie Tevya, Rachel Ixpatoyak, Stephen Robert Cerisi, Margaret McKenney Campbell, Grayson Victoria Mace, Ryan Andrew Megna, Ryan Patrick Krause, Michael Tedeschi, Christy Lois Reed, Ryan S. Sylvia, Joshua Francis Trolio, Patricia Santos, Akram Abdelrahim, Milan A. Mejia, Josel Milady Medina Garcia, Jan Pon, Margaret Lisbeth Santos Perez, Samuel Armando Frazina, Seth De Maria, Leah Pepin Fay, Anjola Luwafapohonda, Madison Kaylin James, Amelia Franklin, Maximo Victor Rodriguez Lantigua, Gia Catalina Figueroa, Mishquadak Jaden Mars, Bridget Susan Tiernan, Nyla Gabrielle Andrews, Joshua Anthony Rathbun, Tori Rose Fick, Edwin Gray Peich, Victor Martins Paulino, Nicholas James Antonio Moroni, Samuel Alfred Riccio, Maya Gavo, Matthew Scott Connors, Changi Yu, Caleb Douglas McNeil, Connor James Carlson, Garrett William Wynn, Leslie Faiche Leon Bastidas,
Antonia Mia Picozzi,
Owen Cunny, Thomas Anthony Williams, Carlos J. Leon, William King Vilay, Michael Olusegun Oudil, Alexis Valentina Zavras, Lillian Faith Wall, Taylor Dorothy M. Gibb, Jillian Phillips, Chloe Catherine Mott, James Robert Dart, Jake Anthony Hernandez, Tristan J. Pagliaroni, Kelvin M. Poffo,
Abdul Bazit Lawal,
Carolyn Rose Plume, Amy Baguma, Shannon Sem Mathis, Zachary Michael Black, Ryan Miner, Zhujian Lei, Javon Zion Jennings, Li Qin Zhu, Mani April Men, Anthony LaLiberte, Alexia Cynthia Lanigan,
Peyton Louise,
Brian William Casey, Cameron Agor, Haley Jade Patnod, Andrew Thomas Garshaw, Stefano Paulo Durastanti, Indra Lane Winengan, William Wells Cahill, Matthew Christopher Bolduck, Elon M. Kramer, Michaela Renee Simons, Matthew Edward Colvin, Andrew John Wheeler, Jonathan Edward Kenny, Louise Francis Joyce, Ava Palma, Dominique J. Ferrazano, Ryan Thomas Monroe, Harrison Cole Mahoney, Skyla Joanne Anderson, Anthony John Fusaro, Colin Swanson, Andres Antonio Laguno, Mason Bradley Pudwill, Jessica Kamara Dowling, Anna Marie Vanderslice, Ariana Ray Tamalini, Cecilia Rose Masterson, Evelyn Tanyeri Allen, Jad Alsasa, Tucker P., Samuel Sardoni, Jaed Flores, Jasper Logan Schneider, Daniel Christopher Aruth, Paulo Anton Freitas, Paige Kaylin Williams, Dylan Andrew Ianni, Thomas Conlin, Jackson Daniel Tabor, Joseph Egan McNulty, Cassandra Marie Ferry, Sydney C. Champagne, Jackson Hunter Sweeney, William Michael Scapplehorn, Logan Thomas Smallridge, Mason Galindo, Jonathan Giglio,
Jack Segru,
Brooke O'Neill Thompson, Riley Kelly, Kelly N. Conroy, Sarah Jill Kaplan, Molly Elizabeth Dame, Charlotte Jones, Alexa Baker, Ellie N. Zevin, Jacob Tavano Lacouture, Judd Aldwin Bobadilla Lizarda, Louis Devon Torres, Ventai Mao, Badon Hassan, Jimmy Zhang, Tyler Johnson Palmer, Gary Gabriel Rosepatruck, Mani Condon Subramani, Paul Anuri Peralta Morden,
Julia Potts,
Lucy Rose Willett, Jenna B. Loring, Emma Rose Goslin, Jaden Lee Hernandez, Carissa Liu, Natalia Lee Waters, Isabella Santuli, Jennifer Nicole Creamer, Chloe Tellier, Hannah Rose Porcelli, Dakota Gage Watjen, Isaac Thomas Feldman, Ethan Henry Carpio, Daniel Alexander Ginsberg, Nathaniel Jacob Nichols, Lucy Kate Schneider, Lineth Mendoza, Laura Angelina Bocampani, Ryan Matthew Sang, Aiden Christian Dawson, Aiden John Colburn, Jake Douglas Krahe, Samantha Dwanan Layden, Luna Bedoin, Riley Cole Taylor, Jacob William Pierce, Caitlin Eliza Reardon, Hope Anna Brown, Isabella E. Manchester, Leah Kerr, Alyssa Nicole Pepin, Abby Lauren Mesquita, Erica Grace Feliu, Peyton Scott Whitkin, Samantha Elizabeth Forno, Emily Yones, Amir Gami, Mia Jessica Marmalejos, Isabella Lourdes Dauphiny, Emily Leon Almonte Vargas, Camille Sylvia Aubry, Diona Ivia Jean-Jacques, Reese Margaret Petoniak, Taylor Elizabeth Davies, Melina Irene Almy, Paige Elizabeth Horgan, Ava Sorby, Tyler Horowitz, Ryan Teresa McMahon, Logan Connor Pietrosante, Dylan J. Meeker, Timothy Crane, Siobhan Kelsey McCarthy, Morgan Chelsea Tomlinson, Isabella Caroline Kelly, Michaela Dyla Jalevic,
Joseph Hall,
Connor John McCloskey, Ethan Futrell, Patrick James Kavanaugh, Tyler Anthony Vellucci, Emily Spring Alger, Katie Christine Hughes, Georgia L. Keating, Eva Arlena Calderon, Darby Lynn Riskowski, Carissa Jane Correa, Lindsay Page Spencer, Morgan Lynn McClintock, Julia Ryan Barilli, Lauren Marjorie Holly, Rachel Hannah Olson, Claire Elizabeth Zarabniski, Samantha Rose Hood, Bridget Flynn Locke, Callum McGarrion, Amy Taylor Altman,
Rafael Aricho Mensa,
Lisette Mariela Rodriguez, Michaela Angelica Marie Leon, Emily Margaret Way, Lily Amora Henriksen, David Jr. Costa, Nathan Anthony Oden, Ridge Burrell, Ali Guthrie, Jackson Burke Stepanian, Justin Michael Bianchi, Anthony Giovanelli, Alexander Crawford, Kai Asher Mafucci, Camille Woodring,
Madison DeGrassa,
Selena Jordan Cabral, Casper Karowski, Kylie Murphy, Gregory Joseph Paturo, Yanexa Almonte, Emily Eckerson, John James Pixarillo, Mason Elizabeth McCary, Jillian Regina Cervantes, Kelly Sophia Lara, Frank Ferrara, Caden Kier Links, Aurora Blythe Caraballo, Katarina Josephine Hatch, Nadia Sudarina, Rebecca Camille Loney, Catherine Nancy Levy, Bailey Chapman, Brianna Josephine Pereira Botello, Brock M. Bouchard Jr., Fisher Paige Everin, Braden Elliott Lewis, Maxwell Ethan Levine, Jack Thomas Marcello, Dylan Hoey, Nicholas Cuccinata, James Donovan Phillips, Tim Grathwell, Nicholas Ruben Arroyo, Nicholas A. Rapchuk, Gabriella and Rapchuk, John A. Sylvia, Kaylin Daneman, Jaron Gabriel Mordkoff, Dominic John Morris, Matthew R. Dowling, Jarrett Anthony Lido, Angela Maria Bajtos, Madeline Yvonne Grono, Sophia Suzanne Mancini, Cara Jean Phillips, Cami Jane Leary, Carissa May Anderson, James Edward Yazigian Laplume, Joshua Ryan Bache, Carl James Balmaceda, Haley Marie Durant, Nicholas Burgoyne, Tyler Richard Brown, Jillian Lawler,
We did it!
Phoenix Sloan Edwards, Tierney McAuliffe, Joshua Andrew Clem, Ethan Drew Scully, Peyton Jacob Wallace, Ryan Gilbert, Kevin Walker, Anthony Louis Pellicone, Nicholas Simon Laridis, Grace Montero Breton, Catherine Margaret Livingston, Brooke Elizabeth Martin, Nicholas A. Vinaco, Gerard Stephen Vilmine, Christopher Joseph DeSisto, Connor Joseph Drake, Jonathan Eric Blair, Isabel Chong, Ryan Palillo, Hallie Geneva Shelton, Owen Paul Loki, Cameron Richard Labrie, Jonathan Piccoli, John Robert Taylor, Alexander Misselli Arbogast, Hannah Page DeAngelis, Roman Alexander Morel Cunhart, Adilson Carvalho Centeo, Stephen Michael Costa, Annalise Curry, Abigail Farrington Boylan, Marvin's Chadley St. Julian,
Nicholas Oksonov,
Michael Robert Day, DJ Fontaine, Abigail Joy Gordon, Molly James Newman, Nikolai Andreas Luksch, Olivia Grace Varga, Luca Estella Hatsopoulos, Alexandra Elizabeth Duras, Kelsey F. Ball, Sophia Marie McNeil, Caitlin Alyssa Casey, Deidara Mehra, Kishan D. Patel, Joseph Gerard May, Courtney Marissa Previtt, Megan Elizabeth Blancy, Carly Elizabeth Baker, Abigail and Elias, Andrew Joseph Diallo, Jacob Michael Milner, Devin Michaela Sherman, Harper Irene Glistzinski, Quinn Hyun Lounsbury, Kendra Apgar, Jenna Brittany Lampert, Joseph Andrew Mancuso, Yetzibeth Marie Beltra Colon, Anna Teresa Parisi, Gabriela N. Barone, Alessandra Elizabeth Anicelli, Kate Alice Caputo, Kian Matthew McGoran, Gavin Richard Dugan, Mackenzie Virginia Armstrong, Cassandra Marie Skinner, Faith Melissa Jackson, Kyle Burton McDonald, Benjamin Soa, Sean DeMerwa, Eli Allen Daner, Qasim Sasa, Christopher Paul Regosta, Katie Ella Carr, Brooke Marie Levy, Samantha Taylor Reese,
Jana Wicker,
Grayson Corbix, Caitlin Pauline Donovan, Grace O'Hanlon, Katie Marie Travatoni, Emma LaBombarda, Haley Murphy, Esther Sophie Goliath, Caroline Hill Correa, Rebecca Savage, Olivia Rose Collette, Casey Rose Phelps, Michaela Laquan Au, Jennifer N. Morgan, Catherine Michelle Lemmy, Nathan A. Murphy, Joseph William Granada, Chasterin Peralta, Dewan Clark Alexander, Dylan Worthley, Matthew Joseph Rice, Timothy Peter Harneman, Alon Lawrence Reese, Enzo Zambito, George Gonzalez, Jeremy Rodriguez, Kimberly Yaneth Isaguirre Aguilera, Melissa Abigail Reyes, Anthony Javier Castro, Douglas David Cardona, Siobhan Mairead Calfer, Brian P. McKenna, Desiree Rose Hirons, Piper Ellen Collier. Honor Elizabeth Pierce. Julia Florence Thielen. Riley Patrick Wiggins. Brandon Lucas Talady. Abby Grace Peza. Kayla Jean Sen. Domenica Silvestri. Shayla Bell Valentine. Sydney Taylor Noguera. Jenna Hindi. Ethan Flor Clark. David Santana. Alexander John Pinto. Kenneth Edward Dunn. Drew Robert Babigan. Chelsea Taylor. Tatiana Mary Helen Sullivan. Catherine Joyce Robbins. Kirsten Lee Quay. Kayla Kathleen Graham. Ryan Joseph Gersely. Cole J. Barron. Evan Matthew Greenberg. Aiden Christian Ahern. Matthew David Swain. Vince Westcott Halloran. Emma Jean Trombino. Emmeline Claire Wilson. McKinley L. Collard. Olivia Lovezeil. Sophia Faith Zile. Christian Chandorouge. Catherine Isabel Albizu Loeza. Kate Elizabeth Peterson. Caitlin Gail Antonucci. Casey Marion Van Zylen. Kellen Marcil. Dominic Connor Tuccio. Alexi Jane Klaus. Benjamin Charles Deibeler. Erin Bridget Mullaney. Ali Rose Torres. Megan May Kelly. Mark Anthony Rossi. Sanai Swain Price. Asa Jackson Neal. Connor Richard Feiner. Justin Carcel. Tosin Jeremiah Akinselar. Abora Cording. William Satut Safak. David Osuji. Rashdan Adatunji. Israel Costo Henrique Sito. Kiara Jetty Durrell. Joycelyn Joy Andujar. Samuel Clerjust. Jai Yao Chen. Chung Dong. Nicholas Braden Bassi. Nina Elvire Tursky.
Jake Morency.
Benjamin Robert McDade. Paul Everton. Ethan James Longalucco. Paul Myron-Bew. Chun Jarvis Anderson. Natalie Vargas. Numbinoy. Casey Wayon Chon Smutko. Rylan J. McCallum.
Roberto Martin Catoni.
Catherine Hayes Glover, Olivia M. Rogers, Sharon Rachel Hecht, Bianca C. Baldinelli, Lily Mae Tivnan, Lily Alexandra Moore, Matthew Henry Barbrack, Thor Jason Gundlach, Gavin Stanley Drew, Adriana Correa Ribeiro, Natalie Jade Rayner, Morgan Rose Judd, Rexton Robert Witchert, Ian Johann McCormick, Robert Allen Vetz, Jasper James Swain Bingham, David Anthony Campbell, Kyle Patrick Jordan, Deron Marcus Gomes Nance, Kayla Brianna Clark, Joyce Patience London, Juan Pablo Vallejo, Abigail Rose Burns, Lainey D. Sumner, Hannah Grace Farrow,
Audrey Collins,
Liam Edward Diadamo, Marcus Andreas Hassa, William Henry Giampicolo, Kendra Olivia Priestley Jackson, Isabel Sarah Terhune, Tressa Burnett Testa, Ellie Malia Muller, Zoe Dillon Lockwood, Emily Elizabeth Iden, Molly Rose Curran, Juan Edmund Drishti, Christopher Joseph Moda, Christopher D. Gatus, Declan Thomas Flynn, Alexei Karitniak, Daniel Ryan Shea, Dylan Silva, James Howard Tong,
Andrew C. Downey,
Gabriella Klumpenar, Gianna Fendrich, Sullivan James Cummins, Emmett D. Cummins, Logan Patrick McHugh, Vrishabh Gladwin Diwali, Amy Judy Sanchez Zamudio, Catherine Diaz Araujo,
Megan Sage Raleigh,
Maxwell Wing Ming Choi, Edgar Castillo, Oluwagbemiga Clinton E.G. Fasuye, Sean E. Vezel, Lauren Marie Marcella, Charlotte Jones, Victoria Nicole Orvis, Hannah Rose De Jesus, Lily T. Caracholo, Eunice Ashrang, Astrid Castrillo Alvarez, Carly Ann Marie Torres Ayala,
So, will all the graduates please rise if able? So now's the moment you've been waiting for. Please move your tassel from the right side to the left side of your caps. Congratulations, graduates. Please be seated. I would now like to welcome Dean DeBoeuf back to the podium.
Thank you, President Parlange. It is my pleasure now to welcome to the podium one of your College of Arts and Sciences peers to offer their reflections and advice. Today's speaker is Skyla Anderson. Skyla is from Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Public Relations. Please welcome Skyla.
Excuse me. Thank you, Dean DeBoeuf. Good morning, distinguished guests, alumni, staff, faculty, family, and friends who have helped shape the remarkable class I'm so proud to represent, the class of 2026. I'm honored to be delivering the speech for you today. Today is a moment that represents years of hard work, sacrifice, growth, and persistence. Each of us arrived at the University of Rhode Island with different experiences, goals, and questions about what the future might look like. Along the way, most of us found community, support, and people who helped shape who we are today. For many of us, this moment also represents the sacrifices our family made so we could be here. My own story is an example of that. My biggest inspiration is my mom. She immigrated to the United States from Cape Verde for better opportunities, and 4 years ago, let's clap it up for Cabo Verde. 4 years ago, I had the privilege of watching her cross this same stage at URI, earning her degree in professional leadership studies. From a young age, she stressed the importance of education and reminded me that it is one of the most powerful tools we have to change our lives. I watched her dedication and hard work, and I would not be where I am today without her. Mommy, obrigada. And I know many of you guys carry similar stories of parents or family members who believed in the power of opportunity and encouraged you to keep going, even when things were difficult. Recently, many of you probably have been getting asked the same question: what are you going to do now? But I think maybe we should shift that question. Instead of asking, what are we going to do, maybe we should ask ourselves, who are we going to be? During college, we often carry temporary labels: student, employee, organization leader, athlete. But those labels will eventually change. What will stay with us forever is our character, our attitude, the way we treat other people. In a world that can sometimes feel divided, kindness and respect go a long way. Our education is something no one can take away from us. But what truly defines us is how we use that education and how we treat people along the way. If we lead with empathy and a commitment to uplift others, we begin to change the world for the better. Not through temporary labels, but through understanding and shared humanity. As graduates of the University of Rhode Island, we have the knowledge and the opportunity to make a difference in the lives of others, and that responsibility does not end when we leave this campus. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, the time is always right to do what is right. That reminder is simple but powerful, and it's something we should always carry with us. And most importantly, believe in yourselves. Do not underestimate what you are capable of. Like URI's motto reminds us, you guys can see it over here, think big, we do. With the experiences we gained here, we are limitless. To some people, URI might just be another university, even though we are the #1 public university in New England. But to me, it's so much more. I will admit I am a little sad to leave URI just because I've had some incredible moments here. When I look at URI, I see professors who stayed after hours to support student organizations. I see dining hall staff who stayed overnight during the historic blizzard we just had to make sure students were fed and taken care of. Oh yeah, awesome. I see alumni who come back to Kingston every year to help students and help them navigate careers. I see President Parlange speed walking across campus to make it to every student event he's invited to. I see late nights at 3 a.m. studying at the library in the 24-hour room with my now fiance Jaheen, who just graduated yesterday, doing assignments together and talking about life when we probably should have gone to sleep. Personally, I also see the Talent Development Program, a program that believed in students like me and gave us many opportunities we might have otherwise. Do I have any TD scholars or alumni? As we look towards the future, we are stepping into a world that needs thoughtful leaders, compassionate people, and individuals who are willing to build strong communities wherever they go. One of the most valuable lessons we can take from our time at URI is the importance of showing up for each other. The small acts of support, the encouragement, and the leadership we experience here are the same actions that build stronger communities everywhere. Congratulations, class of 2026, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Skyla, for those wonderful remarks. I really appreciate. Class of 2026, before we conclude, I want to leave you with a single idea that really sits at the heart of URI, and I hope you take with you after you leave here today. And that is that talent is everywhere, even when opportunity is not. That belief is the reason public universities like URI exist. It is the reason institutions like ours matter. And it is the reason I remain deeply hopeful about the future. During your time here, you have learned next to some whose paths to this moment were very different from your own. Some arrived here with every advantage. Others worked jobs while carrying full course loads. Some commuted long distances, and some wondered whether they belonged at the university at all. But look around you. Talent is everywhere, in each of you, in classrooms and labs, on stages and athletic fields, in students who became the first in their families to earn a college degree, students whose potentials simply needed someone willing to recognize it and invest in it. At a time when society equates excellence with exclusivity, we must take a different approach. We must widen opportunity. We must recognize potential that might otherwise be overlooked. We must create pathways for people to contribute their talents to the world. Because the most successful organizations are rarely the ones that draw from the smallest circle of people. They are the ones capable of recognizing talent wherever it exists and creating opportunities for it to grow. That is what we strive to do at URI, and now that responsibility belongs to all of you. Some of you will lead companies, some will teach, some will work in hospitals, firms, schools, public agencies, nonprofits, and communities across this country. And whatever success you achieve, and I know you will achieve success, I hope you remember this. One of the most important things successful people can do is create opportunities for others. So look for talent, encourage it, open doors, give someone a chance, advocate for people who might otherwise go unseen. Because when opportunity expands, communities, institutions, and societies become stronger, more innovative, more compassionate, and more hopeful. And if you carry that belief forward into your own lives, if you become the kind of person who helps others climb alongside you, then your success will extend far beyond yourselves. Congratulations, class of 2026, and go Rhody! As we bring the ceremony to a close, let's join together to sing our alma mater, performed by URI student Andrea Sims. The words will be displayed on the screens, and I invite everyone to stand if you're able and sing along.
All hail to thee, Rhode Island. We pledge our faith anew, while our heroes bring thee honor with our banner of white and blue. In truth, we owe her much, for she showed us the way to achieve and be of service to the world. So all hail our alma mater, Rhode Island, our guide will tarry do.
Okay, graduates, for your first time as URI alumni, we are going to do this together. Rhody, Rhody, Rhody! Rhody, Rhody, Rhody! 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 Woo! Okay, Okay, the platform party will now recess, followed by faculty and graduates. Graduates, please remain at your seats until instructed by the marshals, and guests can meet their graduates outside the Ryan Center after the conclusion of the recessional. The recessional will begin with the URI fight song. We invite everyone to clap and sing along. The words will be displayed on the screens. And I now declare the Spring 2026 University of Rhode Island College of Arts and Sciences commencement ceremony officially closed.
Thank you.